It's raining.
Again.
Drag racing in rain.
Mate, we need to move to Vegas.
Yeah. Not waiting for any lag to disappear. 175. It's raining.
Again.
Drag racing in rain.
Mate, we need to move to Vegas.
Yeah. So, still can't get a handle on this track. It's a bit slippery out here. So,
what is it about? It was about 11 degrees it was saying in the car.
11 degrees.
And now we've got...
And a hazy rain. And it's, I'm doing a 2.160 foot, which is pretty pathetic, but hey ho, I'm trying to get a handle on it. Which isn't the best conditions to try.
No.
So, doing 10-second quarter miles, 150 odd terminal, but we're not even close yet. So we'll have to see how we go tomorrow at Santa Pod if we don't get any joy here. At least there's a track there. If it's dry, it'll I'll know where I am with it. I know the track, but we won't give up just yet. You feel like you're about to take off.
It's quite stable at speed, isn't it?
Sorry, it is stable,
Quite
really stable.
Yeah.
I mean, to do what we're doing is a bit mental, but what's new? Yeah. So we'll.
Should we go against that next, Rich?
Yeah. I think you need to get yourself sort of prepped so you can have a little go on it, get your camera on.
Yeah.
And then you can see how much you can, if you're watching the dash with your camera, you can see how much throttle you're using.
Yeah.
You can't watch it while you're going because
I know. I played it back. I played the footage back from last time when it was dry.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's surprised now. I was short shifting. I didn't think I was, but I was.
I've been hitting the limiter too many times here.
Yeah.
This tacho's more accurate than the Gen 2, and it hits the rev limiter at 11.2, which is what it's set at. So, you know, where the Gen 2 would go around to like 12,000 revs, when in fact it's only doing 11. Yeah. This one it's doing 11. It's doing 11. So you got to do the change as you're in the limiter.
How are you finding the brakes?
Brakes are fantastic on here. I've got the hazards flashing at me that time, so I must be braking pretty hard, and it doesn't feel like it's skipping or anything.
Yeah.
So it's pretty controllable. Quite amazing to do this in the wet. Hey ho. Everything flashing on the dash, traction control, launch function is all flashing away at me, so it's doing quite a lot. But yeah, dragging in the wet is just not the best, is it?
No.
It's still telling me that I'm shutting off before the quarter mile. Yeah, 2.17 60 foot, 10.8 143.
today is just to get some high speed, hard acceleration.
Yeah,
just to test it, isn't it?
And the thing that I'm looking at is getting to know the bike, getting to know how well the functions the bike offers work with all this power. And the launch function was at 5, and you've got 1 to 10 to choose from, and it seems near enough perfect. The front wheel's skipping off the ground, it's not launching in the air, it's not wheeling. It takes a bit getting used to pin it and know that it's going to look after itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're welcome to have a go, soon as you like. Change the settings, so now we're on power 1, which is full power, but we've still got the launch function and the traction control at 5, so hopefully it'll give me enough control. So I've managed to twist car's arm into having to go on it.
I'll do one more. Just so fast, and it's just going downhill. I mean, I was braking so early on the way down and not even hitting. I don't think I ever got it into top gear.
No, you didn't. You got it into 5th.
Yeah.
But then you didn't max it in 5th before you braked. I could hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just very wary that it's a prototype, and it's worth a lot of money. So yeah. But no, very good. Very it's a real buzz, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real thrill to ride.
It's the throttle does exactly what you ask it, doesn't it? There's no delay, it's just linear.
It's so much more trustworthy than that.
Yeah.
I mean, the traction control on that is pretty good, but it's even though I've dialed it right down, it's still quite intrusive.
Yeah.
And I think with the track day tires, it's just not working. But this is, long wheelbase. Yeah. And lots of lights flashing. It's like a disco.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But
and it's doing its job really well, isn't it?
Yeah. If only it was like this the other week. But yeah, it's been really good.
it's a shame it's been wet all day, but it just shows how drivable the bike is, even with all this power, with the functions that Suzuki give us. It's not scary, it's still quick, but when we get a dry track, then we'll have to see what quarter miles we do.
It's surprisingly easy to just go really, really bloody fast in a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, despite that, the weather conditions, despite it being quite slippery, and I know it's slippery because I've just been out there on my own 200, and it's so much more stable. It's so much more stable. It's easier to launch, and it's got twice the power. And a bit more. You know, so how does that work?
Certainly the wings are not detrimental. It's pulling on, like you say, it's really, really stable, and the front end doesn't want to come up. Even at 150, when the launch control function is no longer being active, it still stays really, really stable.
And just going back, just looking at that data, then it just pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls, doesn't it? It doesn't.
Never
it pulls
backs
at
off.
the same. It pulls at the same rate, same constant rate.
Yeah, from 50 to 100 to 100, from 100 to 150, it's same rate of acceleration.
Yeah.
It's getting from 50 to 100. Or should I say, it's getting from 100 to 150 just as quick as it's getting from 50 to 100. It just doesn't back off.
What do you reckon then? As a best guess, what would this, on the right gearing, how fast do you reckon this would go?
About 220, I reckon.
Yeah.
About 220.
220. Tucked in.
Yeah. What I'd like to see is standing a half mile.
Up.
Yeah. Doing a standard half mile, a standing half mile, should I say. I think it'll be close to 200 mile an hour on the half mile.
Really?
Yeah. It's just a pity there's not enough braking distance here to do it, because if there was,
this is what, a 1 kilometre strip, is it? It's about 1 kilometre.
Yeah, it is. It's me and Clive just measured it, and it's 3/4 of a mile, which is a kilometre's 5/8 of a mile, isn't it? But when I go over the quarter and I'm braking hard from 155 mile an hour, I'm taking nearly a quarter of a mile today in the wet to stop.
Yeah.
So if I got to the half mile marker, and then there's only a quarter mile to stop, and I'm going to be doing close to 200 mile an hour, I'm going to be 100 yards in the field. So, as much as I can be stupid, I'm not that stupid.
It is testament though to the electronics package that comes with this bike. Just makes it so rideable. Even in less than favourable conditions. I don't know about it's like a disco on there, isn't it? All these lights are coming up saying,
they're telling you I'm looking after you.
Don't worry, I'm here. I'm your safety net. And I guess that's one of the big differences between this third generation Busa to the second gen.
For sure.
The advance in electronics just allows you to put all that power down. That's what Suzuki were aiming for, though, isn't it? They wanted to make it more refined, more usable. Make that 180 odd horsepower that they had as standard to be more usable, but it also works on this, which makes an extra 200 on top of that.
What amazes me is that it is fast enough, that the traction control and launch function and everything is fast enough to take care of the new power figure. And my fear was that it would not react quick enough, and even though I got launch function on there, it would wheelie and flip me over backwards. And it took me quite a while to have confidence that it was going to look after itself, and to actually pin the throttle. In fact, I feel I could quicken the throttle action up, so you didn't have to roll so much throttle on to get full power. If I make it more aggressive, I know that the launch function will take care of it. So we've got a little bit to play with. I think I could give it a little bit more throttle in first gear. We're only running 40% in first gear, 60% in second, 75 in third. And you can really feel the difference when you get into third gear. It's really starting to pull on strong. But I think we could probably go to 50, 75, and then full power for third, fourth, fifth.
How many runs do you think we did today?
Christ,
with this?
15 to 20 runs.
And it's still
ticking over.
It's still running sweetly.
Not smoking and running sweet. I mean, it's still starts on the button, I hope.
supercharger is completely reliable. As far as we've tested it so far, we've done loads of runs on it, and it's been solid, isn't it?
Absolutely.
In fact,
Received
it wants
over.
more.
Hey,
It wants more.
it wants more.
He wanted to go and ride it some more.
Yeah. Right, we've got to get off the runway, haven't we?